A Dad's Delight. Hank loved baseball, and Dad loved Hank. It all started early one morning, right off the bat. Hank Boston, Dad named his new son, even though they lived in Chicago. "Now, what's his real name?" Grandma asked. But this was one time Dad wasn't kidding. As little Hank grew, Dad explained, "When I was a young baseball fan, my hero played for the Boston Red Sox. He was the greatest hitter who ever lived." When Hank was 3.5, he drew a picture of himself making sure to put a B on his cap. "That's for Boston," he told everyone. Dad made time for his boys. "Who wants to play catch?" he often called. "I do," rang out all over the house as each boy grabbed his cap and mitt and dashed after Dad. When Dad was at work, the boys played wiffle ball for hours in their small backyard. Went the bat. "I've got it," Sam called. "Way to go," Hank yelled as Sam made a diving catch. When Hank turned 6, his family moved to a new place in Chicago where he got his big chance. The older boys were all on Little League teams, but Sam's team needed another player. "I've got a little brother," Sam said. So Hank was in. Uniform and all. Sometimes he played short center or even second base, but what he really wanted to do was pitch. One game, Hank begged, "Coach, we're way ahead. Please, Coach, please, can I pitch? Please?" Finally, Coach said, "Okay." Hank whispered to himself, "I remember Dad showed us that old-time baseball movie. Maybe I'll try that old-time pitch." He spun his arm around and around and around, then let it fly. Dad, did you see that? 2 innings and I didn't give up a run." Hank beamed. The next day, Hank was excited. His pitching career was off to a great start. He jumped out of bed, gobbled down his breakfast, and hurried through his chores. "Everybody is busy, so I'll just practice by myself," Hank said as he went outside. Now, his family had moved to a new second-floor apartment, and Hank eyed the big brick wall right next to Dad's downstairs office. "That's a perfect spot for pitching practice," Hank said. Then he read the rule, posted in the window. "No ball playing near the building. Oh, just this once. I'll be really careful," he decided. Suddenly, upstairs, Mom heard. Mom met her boy as he came slowly up the stairs. "Hank, this is pretty serious," she said. "You'll have to wait till Dad comes home." Hank waited at his bedroom window all afternoon. He gazed down the street, took a deep breath, and sighed to himself, "This is the longest day of my life." Finally, the van pulled up. Dad had no trouble figuring out the culprit. "I'm in big trouble now," Hank said softly as he followed Dad downstairs to the office. "I know I broke the rule, Dad," Hank admitted, "and I'm really sorry." "That's good, but Hank, there's still a problem," Dad answered. "Someone is going to have to pay for this window." Dad thought for a minute, put his arm around Hank, then continued. "I know I've broken some rules myself, Hank, and even though I was sorry, I learned a penalty eventually would have to be paid." "But there was someone who didn't want me to have to pay, so he paid it for me." "Oh, I know who that was. Jesus," Hank said. Dad slowly nodded. "He is the greatest hero of all." Then Hank watched as Dad bent down, found the ball, and carefully brushed off the broken glass. I'll pay for the window, Hank. Just sign the ball." And Dad put it up on his bookshelf. Hank learned an important lesson that day, a lesson about a father's mercy. And more than that, Hank learned giving mercy was Dad's delight. Who is a God like you who pardons sin? You do not stay angry forever, but delight to show mercy. Micah 7:18. This is a true story. The names and places have not been changed to protect the guilty, because the guilty are guilty no more.